Hi there, my name is Geoffrey의. I am from Toronto, Canada. I am 38 years of age. I've been coming to Qualcomm for over 2 years now. I had a couple friends that were actually come here for language exchange partners. I wanted to improve my Korean so it could help me better myself in the entertainment field in South Korea because I have the goal of someday being on Korean television. So that's why I first started coming here. Part 28. Let's talk about superstition. Question number 1. Do you think luck plays a part in your life? Are you generally lucky or unlucky? I think, luck is, even though it's not tangible, it's also very important in my life. I've had many good opportunities, and I really attribute that to being a lucky person. I'm generally, a lucky person. I think, I cast out positive vibes, so then positive things happen to me. Same thing goes, like if you cast out negative vibes, then negative things, unlucky things could happen to you. I've had more lucky experiences than I guess unlucky experiences. Question number 2. What's your lucky number? Well, when I was a child, my lucky number, and every time I was on a sports team, my number to go to would be 14. The number 14 is just the day that I was born on, July 14th. So I chose 14 a lot. But then, I switched at one point to number 12. I don't know why that's my lucky number. I just think that's, I just like the number 12. Most people, people attribute the number 7 as lucky, but I try to stay away from that because it's more common. I'd rather have my own lucky number than just choose the lucky number 7. Number 3, do you read your horoscope? How does it help you? Well, there's lots of different types of horoscopes. There's the Western horoscope that's done by your star chart, what month you were born in. For me, I'm a Cancer. So people say that, Cancer is a water sign. So some people that are water signs or fire signs, I often don't interact with them very well. But I really don't follow this, as well as my Asian horoscope sign is the year of the chicken. They attribute that, people kind of attribute that to special characteristics of my personality. I don't really get it. Then there's also the blood horoscope, which I think is a load of crap. I don't follow that at all. I think of the 3, either the star chart, the Asian birth year horoscope, and the blood type of horoscope. I would say these days I would probably follow the Asian, the year being the year of the chicken. I've recently just started hanging out with people, and coincidentally, they are all the same age as me. We're all chicken ducties. So, and just naturally, we're very open and friendly to each other. But that might be just because we grew up at the same time and have very similar experiences and tastes in movies and music. Question number 4. Do you carry any kind of object that might be meant to bring you luck? No, I do not. I don't have a lucky object at all. I don't have a lucky pair of socks or clothing. I don't have a lucky rabbit's foot or keychain, or even when I do a test, I don't have a lucky pencil or a lucky stuffed doll. I don't really have a good luck charm. So my good luck charm is myself, I guess, and my positive personality, which I bring everywhere I go. Question number 5. Telepathy is communicating directly from one mind to another. Is it possible to communicate this way? Telepathy, not directly. Like, I cannot send I believe you cannot send the exact words to another brain, but there's almost like a sixth sense. You're able to either sense something's happening or like have a positive, have a thought about someone or have a shared thought, and people go say the words at the exact same time or the same number. As well as there's been times, I don't know how this is possible, where I sense I'm just watching TV, and then suddenly I sense I have this thought of someone that pops in my head, and then 3 seconds later my phone will ring and it'll be that person calling me. Kind of like somehow we're both spatially aware of each other, thinking about the other person thinking about the other person. So I guess that I do believe in that kind of sense. Telepathy, that you're able to communicate, like just like said, like, hey, hi John, and then like into outer space, and then John is able to understand that, hey, this person's kind of talking to them, even though there's no words. Question number 6. Do you believe in hypnosis? What happens when a person is hypnotized? I personally have not seen this or experienced it. I think I would say yes, I believe in minor hypnosis, kind of correction of bad behavior, and then kind of like implanting triggers that stop this from happening. Often, like I've heard people that have gone to hypnotists to quit smoking, and I guess the hypnotist implants a idea in their head, and that allows the smoker to eventually be able to quit smoking. What happens when a person is hypnotized? Again, the hypnotist obviously has some knowledge of psychology, and they're able to use certain words as trigger, either just like the tones, to implant hidden thoughts in the person's head. And that's how I believe that's how it works. So yeah, like it just like even like a snap or a bell that relaxes the brain in certain areas that allow then the hypnotist to enter and open up and implant an idea. Question number 7. Can people predict the future? Have you ever had a feeling about the future that turned out to be true? Yeah, it's I believe some people have, I don't know if they could predict the full future, but I do believe that people can have visions of the future. For me, I've once or twice have had vivid dreams where I've traveled to a location that I've never been to, and then suddenly a month later I'm walking down the street and I walk through a door and I'm in this location, and it's the exact location that it was, and even like the names or the exact and the posters are all the exact same things that I still remember from the dream. So yeah, I've had dreams about places that I later end up visiting. Very detailed dreams. It's very weird. But can they predict like certain things are going to happen? No, but I think you could have like certain images about locations and minor details about the future. Question number 8. Have you ever visited a fortune teller? What methods did the fortune teller use to predict your future? Unfortunately, I have not visited a fortune teller. Really, I'm not. I've like watched a bunch of shows, and it seems like these fortune tellers are usually just con artists, so I don't really trust them. I've had some friends like read my palm, and they've told me a lot of stuff that could make sense, but it's obviously the lines in your palm still don't tell your absolute fortune, right, and your absolute characteristics. Question number 9. Have you experienced the feeling of deja vu? How do you explain that strange feeling? I guess I have experienced deja vu. I'm having the feeling that I've done a certain task or activity or eaten a certain food before, and I've just forgotten about it. I guess that's more, how I would describe deja vu is you've done something before, your mind has just erased it and forgot it, that suddenly when you do remember it, it comes back to you, and that's kind of a strange feeling. Sometimes if I do get drunk, and during the night, there might be certain places or things I might forget in my alcohol, but then once I go back to that place, suddenly the memory comes back. Being drunk and blacking out might have just covered up something I had done, but then going back to that location, and then my mind reopens that memory that was closed. Question number 10. If you could time travel, when would you go to and what would you do there? For me, if I was going to time travel, I would go back, fix a mistake that I made. One of my big regrets is about 9 years ago, I was talking to a friend, and he was explaining Bitcoin. When he was explaining it, I laughed at him. And I said, there's no possible way that this a currency that doesn't have a physical state can ever be popular. It's never going to make any money. I would go back to that time and slap the laughing form of me, because now I know that it's became such a popular and lucrative venture. And even at that time, I had the money to invest. If I had just listened to my friend instead of dismissed him, I would be a millionaire right now. That's what I would do if I had to time travel. It's like he got the Bitcoin, but then he sold it like the next year because it wasn't really building that much. This was in the early stages when only 40%, so 60% was still left unmined, and so it was like 7 years. Bitcoin didn't blow. Now that I understand it better, it couldn't make lots of money in its early stages,